Hundreds of residents were evacuated by the National Guard. The federal government, already struggling to keep up with flash floods in Long Beach and Venice, has declared Los Angeles uninhabitable.
The base is 4 square miles, with a working population of 3,000 people. Got 20,000 acres of training fields. We even have a supermarket, a cinema, and a mall.
All under NATO command?
Joint initiative with the Defense Science Office and the British Department of Science and Technology, of course. And to be sure, Lieutenant, we're highly classified. Communication with the outside world will be limited.
No different at Edwards or Dryden, sir.
This whole street is part of the new expansion. Total new builds. I'm excited to show you. Welcome. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. The lights are motion activated. There's 3 bathrooms, a media room, and an automated kitchen. Hey, don't listen to Jim. I mean, Colonel Peterson. If you want to call friends and family, feel free. We trust you. Look, if you need anything, call me, day or night. Thank you, Freya.
Come on.
Check this.
Which one are you going to?
You can't see it. You need a telescope. But it's out there. You'll be there too someday.
Hi, Abigail. How was your trip?
Professor Collingwood, it is so good to see you.
You don't know how happy I was to throw your Dryden test results into NASA's face. Absolutely incredible.
It's just an honor to have been selected, sir. I've been teaching the past couple of years, didn't think I still had it.
You don't have to call me sir, I don't have a rank.
Just not gonna let you down.
I know how much this means to you, Rick. But, pioneering isn't without its risks.
Anyone first one through the wall always gets a little bloody.
He's gonna get sick, isn't he?
Temporarily. He'll need committed aftercare. He won't see him himself at times.
Rick crossed the Syrian desert, injured and alone without food or water for 3 days.
Well, this will make that look like a walk in the park. But we'll get through it. Dr. Jansen, I admire your courage. Rick wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I want to tell you that I'm grateful.
You don't have to charm me, Professor. I've studied your work. I know what we're doing here. It's bigger than all of us.
Yes, I know that, but it's the concessions you made. The medical career, the nights of worry.
It's a small price to pay for my son's future.
No one attempts the impossible without belief in something greater than themselves, even if that something is a someone. Rick didn't cross the desert alone.
Our population has grown out of control. Our environment is in decay. Our resources have been depleted. Wars have ravaged our planet. We are fighting over the scraps of what remains. In 10 years, half the planet will be uninhabitable. In 15 years, half the world's population will have starved to death.
Time is running out. We've outgrown our home. Our children will witness the end of days. But there is one place that gives us hope. Titan, the largest moon of Saturn. The only other place in our solar system with an atmosphere. A primordial ecosystem just like Earth, seconds before life was born.
Liquid methane raining into huge oceans and lakes that we can't swim in, and an atmosphere rich in nitrogen that we can't breathe.
Too cold to exist in, fiercely hostile to life as we know it. Beyond the reach of space science, but not modern genetics. No longer trying to reshape planets in our image, but evolving humanity into the stars.
Imagine, with a few minor enhancements, you could breathe the air, swim in the waters, and survive the cold.
What if Titan could become our home? Dr. Hernandez, I was waiting for you to object.
I still don't understand how our bodies won't reject the treatment.
Clinical trials were successful, signed off by NATO's Science and Technology Office.
You're talking forced evolution.
I'm talking survival of the species.
HPA axis reprogramming, methane lipid bilayer injections, G-force training underwater.
There are no guarantees, Dr. Hernandez. Some people won't take to the drugs. Some people will break during the training. Most of you will fail and be sent home.
How many of us will die?
$20 says Eker goes first.
Can you read?
What?
I said, can you read, idiot? Because if you could, you see that this book is just a bunch of health warnings.
Why are you here?
I'm just pointing out that this is
Playing at nothing, and you're going on and on. He's talking about the end of the Earth. You got kids?
No.
Shut the fuck up or get the fuck out. Please, go on, Professor.
I was sent 5,000 personnel files from 16 NATO countries. I chose you because in your past, each of you has shown an ability to survive the harshest of conditions. Each of you is here because you understand the dire necessity of finding a new home for the human race.
Maybe you're mad, ambitious, adventurous, but each of you has a rare willingness to put yourselves on the line for the sake of others.
My hope is, when we're finished, all of you will be able to stand on Titan, take a deep breath, and swim in its waters, maybe soar through its skies. You will become enhanced humans, supermen, able to live on another world. You'll become you, but better.
Not if you use a Harman transfer.
All right, give me 2 minutes, guys.
You'd need propulsion of more than 15 kilometers a second for that. It's never been done.
Let's just worry about down here before up there.
Have you ever flown an Orion-class manned space explorer?
No, I haven't.
I bet he's the first one to crash one, though.
What I do, better make sure you're strapped in.
I'm riding with the astronaut.
That tracks your heart rate, blood pressure, sodium levels, other vitals. A lot of monitoring from now on. And I hope you're not squeamish. I'll be giving you over 300 shots in the next few weeks.
With what?
Amino acid solutions, enzyme inhibitors, nucleic acid polymers. The long, steady road of training your cells to burn nitrogen for energy, open, and use less oxygen.
You're turning me into a Sherpa?
Well, you'll never back out at high altitudes ever again. What we call air is more than 75% nitrogen. Oxygen only constitutes 20%. But where you're going, the nitrogen ratio of air is 90%, oxygen less than 5, so we don't need to reinvent the wheel, just go that extra 15.
Good morning. Hi there.
Are we gonna see you on Saturday?
Well, have to see how Zane's feeling, darling, but I'm sure we'll make it.
European Space Agency. What about you and Rick?
College. Now, who wanted a tequila?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This is the last time some of us will get to drink for a while.
Again?
No.
Yes.
No.
You and me, Abby, together.
I was in the KSK long enough to know how these things work. They're just spending so much money to get us there. They have plans. They don't want us to come back.
That's your PTSD talking. We'll only be gone 2 years.
I'm on a one-way ticket to gone. There is nothing left on this planet but misery.
Let's see if we make it that far.
You know, Hernandez, Jansen was right. Why the hell did you say yes?
I'd have felt guilty if I hadn't.
Here. Feel guilty if you let that burn.
Careful.
How much you had to drink?
You know what? It's none of your business. I can absolutely handle my alcohol.
I see that. It's obvious.
I love you.
Be careful.
Rick? Rick? You're burning up. Okay. I got you. Come on. All right, let's go. Can you get up with me? All right. It's okay. Come on up. Come on up.
Oh, man.
Last one. It's the last one.
I never thought I'd see something like this.
What's their oxygenation?
4%. Vitals are strong.
No! Don't do anything.
largest moon is the second largest in the solar system, larger than Mercury. Its rivers carve valleys into soil rich in ammonia and nitrogen. Nitrogen which can be used to generate breathable oxygen or to produce fertilizer for growing food, just like on Earth.
Will I really go there with you one day?
Yeah, you will. We'll go up there together.
Did you know Saturn's rings are made of ice?
Did you know that there is a storm 4 times the size of Earth raging for 50 years on Saturn?
Yeah. Did you know?
Did you know? No. It's a nice try. Get some sleep.
This would have blown Grandpa's mind.
Yeah, sure would have.
Can you put my stars on, please?
Good night, Earthling.
Good night, Dad.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah.
You want to come in?
You know, we mentioned my old man.
He does that from time to time.
I have a feeling he's up there watching us.
You would be so proud of you.
You wouldn't have thought I would have got this far.
You are going to be the first man on Titan. Hey, look at me. I believe in you. You've given me hope. Rick, stop.
What is it? What? What is it? What's wrong? Hey, I love you.
Okay. Down here.
I'm gonna go some
This is for you.
Come on, let's go play.
Very dry. Yeah.
Abby, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
You get scared?
Yeah, I get scared.
Does Rick know?
Yeah, Rick knows.
Do you pray?
I guess I don't pray as much as I should.
I pray. I didn't want to come here. He's a corporal in the United States Marines, about to make sergeant. Could have chosen his own station. He ain't got no business in space, but I can't tell him that.
Why not?
Because he'll get mad. Call me chicken.
Zane's here because he has a very important job to do. He's giving us a chance. And you're here because you love him. And you want your kids to grow up knowing that their father was a hero.
Dad!
What are you doing?
It's just hard.
Why didn't you wake me up?
There's no point. Us both suffering.
Want me to make you an ice bath or something?
It's okay. I'm okay.
Rick, I don't want to put my hands in there.
Go on, I want to show you something.
So cold. What? Now what?
I don't feel any cold. Let me show you something.
It's beautiful.
It's just a shame we can't save it.
Doctor, be careful in there. It's 20% liquid methane.
You okay?
Hurts.
Get out.
No.
Mind over matter.
Are you guys losing any hair?
I don't think so. I'm losing any hair, still looking handsome.
I lost some hair like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh shit. Zooming in.
He's got something.
We're just not finished fighting first. 30 seconds. Stay back!
We can keep us still hold on. Yes! Stay with us. Come on, come on, come on.
We're losing them.
No. The question is who's next.
They only need 1 or 2 to prove the program.
1 or 2. No, we're going up there together. As a team.
I heard him say exactly the opposite.
No, he said we're becoming Titans and we're going to Titan. And that's the mission.
The program is the mission.
Nobody said we were going to die.
We all need the risks. Yeah, I'm supposed to do.
That ever was before.
Where were you stationed?
Syria.
Me too. You got family back home?
She was this badass cadet I used to see in a mess hall. I fell hopelessly in love with her. I used to write her poetry. I had the worst lyrics. Then one day when the war started, they stationed her at Diego Garcia. And she left.
So what did you do?
I went and I found her.
Now we want to start a family. But they changed the law, so it doesn't matter now. We can't have any kids without a permit, and we can't get one here, so...
Rayan, give us a hand, will you, love?
He thinks if I go and come back, I'll have got it out of my system. Be the good wife. I wouldn't have made it this far without him.
Yeah. That's Rick.
You like that?
him! No! Come on, it's an honor! Look him. Hey! Here. We got you.
Look at me. You're with us.
Good. 121/96. The spleen seems to be having trouble processing the treatment, which is putting a burden on the kidneys.
Is that what killed Dr. Ramos? Was it a known risk?
Yes and no. Well, Captain Ramos was predisposed to kidney stones, which caused the complication.
Who was there? That wasn't the kidney stones.
Pills? May I? The pills are flunarizine, a calcium channel blocker. This is potassium citrate, help flush the kidneys.
Potassium citrate's taken orally.
But it's in magnesium sulfate, so it bypasses the gastric tract.
How much magnesium?
10 grams.
That's high. I'd like to speak with Professor Collingwood.
Well, he's not here right now, so as soon as he's free, I'll get him to come see you. All right.
I think that's it. I know that.
Titan receives much less light than Earth. By multiplying the rod cells by up to 8 times, we change the aperture of the eye to more closely resemble those of a feline, allowing you to see through the darkness.
Peanut butter?
Yeah. Jelly?
Yeah.
Rick? Help! I need somebody here right now!
What happened?
He started rubbing his eyes. He was complaining of pain.
Lieutenant, let me see your eyes. Okay, flush his eyes, prep him, get him into surgery. Now. No, Miss Jansen, you have to stay here. When we know something, we'll tell you.
What did you do?
Abby, please.
He is blind.
That's only temporary.
You did not tell me everything.
Now look, you're tired. Go home, get some rest. Freya will take care.
There are cameras in our house. I know you've been watching us.
That was the Pentagon's idea. It was for your security and ours. I argued against it at the time. If you don't like it, I'll get rid of them.
There is something alive inside of him. Something that your fucking book doesn't talk about. He is changing.
I need to keep this under control. Rick needs me. Lucas needs you. Go home. We'll talk about this later.
Colonel Solano.
Where is he?
With respect, Dr. Blake, you had your shot at funding us and you blew it.
Blew it? Are you nuts? We want to shut you down.
Anything now comes from envy and resentment and is without merit.
What has no merit is your knee-jerk program based on unproven science and your irrational ideas about forced evolution. You're so desperate to prove it, you won't even admit that you dove blindly.
There's nothing blind here. Either catch up or stop holding me back.
This isn't space research. It's criminal and morally repugnant. They're becoming violent, losing control. The last people to try this were the Nazis. You are lying to
Nobody gives a shit. This is NATO's call. NASA's just advising.
Let's make it clear. I want this off my base.
Well, then you better call Field Marshal Howard at NATO or the Secretary of Defense at the Pentagon, because they own your base.
You need to look over Ramos's files.
I have. It's a miracle we got this far.
But we have to stop and assess what we've got because this wasn't in the trials.
What we've got is a fucking roller coaster of reputation and money. It'll work. Because it has to.
What if they all die?
Okay. Off you go. Your sight will come back in 24 hours. You will regain your vision, and much, much more. But we miscalculated your brain's ability to process your enhanced senses. Zane's brain just simply overloaded.
How do you fix it?
It's surgery.
That's not gonna happen.
Without it, Rick's brain will...
Tell me the truth.
Stop it.
No! No! I won't sit here and watch him turn my husband into a fucking animal.
We are in uncharted waters, Abigail.
What are we actually doing here?
During the first treatment, we injected the subjects with an enzyme that could alter human DNA.
You mean animal DNA?
Wait,
He's given you a name. Do you know that? You're calling them Homo titanians, right?
It's a new species of man, yes.
If these enzymes are doing the work, how can you be sure that his body doesn't just mutate the eyes out altogether or develop membranes like a reptile? How can you possibly know what he's becoming?
We don't know. Nature is unpredictable. Everybody evolves in a different way. But I know for a fact that if Rick doesn't have surgery, within 48 hours he will lose control of his emotions, and in 72 hours he will be dead. All we can do is move forward and hope and pray.
You said the test results were successful.
I said not everybody would survive.
We lied.
I told you what you needed to know at the time.
You said you would become you, but better. That's what you said.
And you will. I have more than hope in you, Rick. I have faith.
I can see everything. The night, the sky. There's no darkness. I want to finish it.
Saturn's largest moon is the second largest in the solar system, larger than Mercury. Its rivers carve valleys into soil rich. ammonia and nitrogen. Nitrogen, which can be used to generate breathable oxygen or to produce fertilizer for growing food.
We did it, Abby. We stole fire from the gods. Rick and Tally are the future now. They leave in 2 days. They communicate at low frequency and tactile contact. Our hearing can't detect it. They can go home until we launch. I still am, Abby. It's right.
Looks like it's just a little tight now. We just have to get you alert inside.
body of the U.S. military.
He's a threat to life on this base. Lieutenant Jansen is $300 million worth of scientific research. If you kill him...
I'll do what I have to do.
It's okay. We're okay. You know where he is? Stay here. I'll be right back, sweetie.
Please! Please don't run!
Abby, can you hear me? Abby. You mustn't go out on your own again. We were lucky to find you. I'm sorry they hurt you, but you shouldn't have run. Now, Rick's safe, and Lucas. But we don't have any time. He's now the future. And he's going to survive if we can help him. But we need to get him on Titan so he can live. We need your help. If we force him, I fear we'll kill him. Do you understand?
Ordered an immediate evacuation. We have to leave now.
Stop. Give me a minute. Abigail. If you can make him submit...
Submit to what?
If you can make him take one of these, you can end his suffering.
This is a chemical about him. You'll erase all of his memories.
He's resisting because he's attached to too many things on Earth.
He won't remember who he is. He won't remember who I am. He won't remember who his son is.
What good would it do if he did? You know he can't stay here. He's a soldier. There's no going back. Be careful, Abigail.
No! No, get out!
you died. Okay.
It's over, Abby. It's done with. They'll shoot. They'll kill your family. Just walk away with Lucas.
Go fuck yourself.
Shoot them.
What?
Shoot them!
No. No, I'm not shooting two unarmed women and a child.
Are you losing your minds? Look at what we've got. That's our research. That's what we bled for. I made him. I made him. But if we can't control him, all of us are dead. All of us.
Crazy bastard did it.
Yeah.
Rick changes everything. He gives us hope.
Your family's a miracle, Dr. Jansen.
How's school?
It's great. Come outside, it's so clear.